Get up and shake that booty. Said DjZed in his very understated, stoic, animatronic robot disc jockey voice, which to another robot from his planet would have sounded saucy, nuanced, and quite flirty, but to a human sounds like, you know, chirps and cheeps and maybe a really badly encoded voice simulator. I wish I could do the effect with my own, like, voice acting. When I was a kid, let me tell you something about myself, friends, as a creative artist. When I was a kid, I wanted to be one of those people that could do sound effects and Foley with their mouth. Like, that dude, I forget what his name is, but that really, like, dope-ass dude from the Police Academy movies that would, like, beatbox. He basically not just beatboxed, but could do full-blown, you know, cartoonish Foley sound effects for any action. Like a door would creak open, you know, a door would open and he would make a creak, you know, a creaking door sound. He would just like act out whole scenes. And I was like, I wish I could do that. But I can't, not to the extent to which that I imagine DjZed's voice ought to be. Good morning, friends. The live stream's about to start. I'm getting my act together. I look like complete total ass, like death toasted over. But I woke up early. Early is on time. And on time is late. And that's a true thing from the business world that I never really truly quite understood. Because I thought people were just being dicks. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'll be right back. The live stream will start soon. By the way, for clarity, we're going to just goof off for a while and play some other games because the thing we're all waiting for does not become available. And we'll double check, but it's not available till 10 a.m. So, and it's 8:30. It's 8:24. So don't, you know, hold your horses. Everybody relax. Everybody chill out. Thanks for tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from. This is the Almost Daily Variety Gaming live stream show and radio entertainment extravaganza. You're here for more than just the gaming. You know it, and you love it. Thanks for being here. Peace out. No, peace out is what I say at the end of the show. Peace in. Sit down. Drop in. Please be... this show, by the way, for the record, is not intended for kids. I don't have the energy, opportunity, nor the technology to police for kids watching the show. I'm not gonna run around trying to figure out who is a kid under the age of 17. But just so that the world is clear, and so that anyone trying to be pissy at me and get like all Karen, you know, complaining at me. The game that I'm like focused on right now, and sort of has always been one of the central pillars of the entertainment content on this show, is rated like, and you know, mature 17 plus. So you know, don't get mad at me if your kid owns a copy of these games and is watching my show because they want to learn more about these games or something. Have an adult conversation with them about these games and why they're playing them. Any rate, and I woke up kind of excited and cranky, and I don't know why. And we'll talk about it after a little bit of a good morning, let's slowly start the show, pre-show opening sequence. That's right, friends. We're live, broadcasting from the heart of the Zeppoverse, which you can visit by clicking on solo.to/MrZeppo. What is the Zeppoverse, you ask? And why does this fool keep promoting it? Allow myself to explain myself. Ooh, that one works better than allow myself to reintroduce myself. Allow myself to re-explain myself. The Zeppoverse is a collection of content creation. Wow, I was about to type creation instead of the name, Mr. Zeppo. The Zeppoverse is a collection of content creation projects being hosted on multiple different platforms. The live streaming of gaming content, of which you are currently here to watch, is only one of many. And although I've been really like over fixated on the video game content creation project for a while, for a hot minute, that's because I've been trying to like ramp it up, push it up, get it to get it to like make sense to me and be part of like the workflow, if that makes sense, in a way that I can sort of I needed to really invest in knowing how to do it, how to run the show, how to make it happen, how to do it organizedly, how to do it even if I was just sort of like half-assing my way through it, etc. As I once put it, I had to rehearse it in my head and in practice for realsies. But welcome to the show. Let's get through these opening cards and the pre-roll video. Why are all my chat browsers blank? And I didn't leave them like muted. They're just like, I haven't refreshed. Oh wait, cancel. Hang on a second, let's click on the things. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. That should be always clicked on, I think. And then shut down source when not visible should be whatever. I should go back over here. Let's start over from over here. There we go. Oh, because that's a universal chat browser. Alright, that's a universal change. Yes, it is. Cool. Alright. Cool, now I don't have to go through do it every freaking page. So what we're doing, we're going to drop in chat and a bookmark. Something about something. And I'm already lost and forgotten. What a day, friends. What a week. What a month I've been having. The excitement, the sense of anticipation. You know what I'm saying? Like the thrill of knowing that the days and minutes and hours, the days and hours and minutes were counting down towards what is about to happen at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The unlocking, the dropping, the launching of, well, technically that's not for another week. The releasing of to select audience of the campaign early access pre-release. Now, some people would think that that's dumb and like, who cares? Why would you want to crank through the campaign of the entire game? You know, some people, of course, never even, and I am guilty of this. I'm not complaining, and I'm totally acting to the camera like the camera is on and it's not comedy. Some people would some of the same people that would complain about why would you want to would dismiss wanting to play the campaign early would also like start the campaign and then never really finish playing the campaign because they get more obsessive compulsively addicted to the multiplayer aspect because that's competitive, you know, because there's rankings and you're playing against other people as opposed to guiding your, you know, being guided through a predetermined set of sequences in which everyone you're playing against is, you know, AI, some sort of robot, not a person, you know, some sort of computer character. But I digress. I think that one of the things that Call of Duty has established in the gaming industry, has made one of the new norms that, why aren't I in a camera thing? Let's go, greetings, friends. Oh, I was gonna bookmark, that's why I was doing that. I was gonna bookmark see, now I'm annoyed. Hold those thoughts. Cause I was supposed to do the opening credits and that. We just totally just ruined everything. But at least DjZed has been rolling along the whole time. Too many thoughts. And too many of them have already crashed and derailed and like fallen off the tracks. Welcome to the show. Dun 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 dun. Bump. Error, file not found. I'm a quirky weirdo. I love games. Oh, I remember now. We're talking about the pre-release, the early access. And I kind of get it now. The industry standard norm that Call of Duty, the franchise, the whole umbrella, has brought, whether the audience for it realizes or not, is that the campaign is no longer the central juicy meat, right? Like the campaign used to be the main course, and the multiplayer was like dessert. Now, really, in all honesty, the multiplayer, the arena battling, the playing against other players is the main course. It's what you get. It's what you get the fucking game for, so that you can level up those pilots, level up the you know, you want to level up your, particular to Call of Duty, at least since Vanguard, you level up your individual characters. I don't remember what it's gonna be like in the open beta. I didn't pay that much attention to it was like the game mechanics of the character's progression of each of the pilots. I noticed there was something, but I totally have a tendency of playing that through a game and totally of not noticing certain you know, features of a game until they become like something I want to think about. Or analyze or understand better. As long as it doesn't stop gameplay for me to address it, it can totally just be in the background, and I won't come to a full understanding of it. Which is not a strength. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying I'm like that about games. But I kind of get that industry standard. For example, the difference between an MMO, the whole point of MMOs back in the day was that there was no storyline, right? The storyline, the campaign, that was all spread out really big, and you had to find the quests, you had to find teammates or clanmates or whatever, raid partners to go do the really hard quests that you could never do by yourself. And Call of Duty is something other than an MMO, but it's definitely an MMO, right? Like, you play your campaign, you can co-op the campaign with up to 4 people, so it's online and multiplayer. And I don't know how huge this campaign is going to be that unlocks it in an hour and a half. It's 8:38. 8:30 to 9, that's half an hour, 9 to 10. Yeah, hour and a half-ish. Less than, an hour and 15 minutes. Woohoo! But, okay, for example, like, I would imagine that for me, it would be almost a Herculean feat. Like, I totally failed at maxing out the 30 level mini pass, mini, whatever you call it, progression ladder, unlock ladder for the demo. And that was just 3 days. I could have done that. I know that I had it in me to be able to just grind it. And even if I lost 90% of all the matches, I would have gained enough points to unlock all the things. And I didn't care at the time, mostly because I hadn't really looked very hard at the pass, and all I cared about was the profile picture and the banner. And I don't remember if I got the banner, the calling card. I maybe got the calling card, but maybe I didn't. Anyways, I've had months, literally months. When did I wish I'd written down the date. I have had this piece of paper since I pre-ordered the game in store. And there's been a whole long, complicated, behind-the-scenes saga about pre-ordering the game. But I then changed my mind and almost canceled that pre-order, but realized it would fuck the store over, and also realized I would lose out on what might be a pretty awesome collectibles opportunity to leave the game like mint, unopened, etc., and see about finding someone who's into collecting video games in metal cases. If anybody wants to talk to me about an opening bid, let me know. But I digress. Is that against the rules? Maybe I shouldn't talk about that. I don't know what is and is not against the rules. I just know that, like, if you go to Frank's or Frankenstein's or whatever that little miniature comic book and collectibles arcade store mall maze survival escape room, because like you can never leave because it's like I haven't seen all the things yet. If you went there, I bet I would see someone selling this, right? Not right now, but like in 6 months, if or more precisely, in a year's time, on the 1 year anniversary, presuming that the audience has only just grown, I would imagine that there'd be a market and that there'd be people looking to buy a mint, either to like enjoy and have the pride of finding one and then like installing the game, or I would presume more interestingly, those with a more refined collectibles market mentality as an investment to like let it mature and then resell it many years down the road. I don't know if I have the patience to hang on to it for many years down the road and then figure out reselling it. But anyways, I digress. Blah, 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 blah. Theoreticals. Purely speaking in the theoretical. In terms of today's activities, friends, I'm in totally a kind of mildly cranky because I could not sleep. I had one of those nights where like I felt like I had an aperitif of coffee followed by a coffee cake dessert, followed by some after coffee cake coffee. I felt like I was, or weirder, I felt like I was lucid dreaming, like I'm somewhere else. It was very weird, but also I was very much aware that I was just tossing and turning in my bed. But I kept waking up and thinking, is it tomorrow yet? Is it Saturday morning? At like, I kept wanting to wake up at about right now. I wanted to wake up at 8:45. So I only had an hour to go. But then I thought, I don't know, maybe earlier would be better. But I woke up, to the best of my ability to count on in my recollection right now, a minimum of like 8 or 9, maybe 10 or 11 times, right? Because I know that several times I got up thinking I had to pee and then I couldn't. There was no pee. There was no urinating. Several other times I got up thinking I wasn't going to and then I really had to pee. It was very bizarre. And that was like a checkerboard of like there was no. It was just back and forth. It seems like every other one was one of those. And then at least 3 times I woke up and I thought, okay, this time it has to be like 5:45 in the morning. It's dark, but it has to be almost morning. And I would get up to go look at the clock and be like really miserably disappointed at what time it was, because it was still like the middle of the night. You know, I was like, no, you've just woken up and it's only 11:49. You've just woken up again and it's only 1:33. You've just woken up again and it's only 3:30. I'm like, God damn it. So by the time I finally actually got up and actually like got dressed, like I'm wearing real clothes, I'm not in my pajamas. I have walked down to the corner store. There was a moment in time where I'm like, it's still too early. I don't want to walk down to the corner store, get coffee, and then like run out of coffee and it still be like 2.5 hours before the game opens up. Because I'll have burnt out of the coffee and then I'll like want more. So I tried to split the difference. I pushed as hard as I could to wait as long as possible. But then I was getting really like, what is that? I was having like, you know, my caffeine needs started to really call out. The caffeine vampire in me, the caffeine werewolf, the monster that's like, feed me the caffeine now. That was really like riled up. So I gave in, obviously. I've been back for a hot second, and here we are. Welcome to the show. You're listening to DjZed, the OG Inside Out, an Electro 101 digital improvised live to tape electronic arrangement for your dancing, danceable, earhole, wiggly butt entertainment. And we are counting down the hours, the minutes, the moments for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign early access preview game, you know, gameplay window to open up. Playthrough window, whatever this is, preview window, which opens up at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is 8:46 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I guess I might as well have just sat around doing nothing, twiddling my thumbs, not live streaming while we waited. But I also kind of figured that people would be on and doing a countdown show. I thought, you know what? Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. I was gonna do the pre-roll. Just for comedy's sake, here's how the show starts every other couple of times, and then sometimes I just don't do it. This time I meant to, and I forgot. Here's the opening. DjZed, I'm gonna have to cut you off. I'm so sorry. Don't look at me like that with your evil, I'm a stoic animatronic cyborg that has never struck out in violence ever before, but that makes me even scarier. Look, don't give me that. That's DjZed for you. He's imaginary disc jockey friend, sidekick, stoic, what's that phrase? Stoic, without compare. I think there's a French term for being the person of such a talent, without compare. But I digress. What were we doing? Oh, right. Enjoy the pre-show. Enjoy the opening credits, the opening sequence of the show. This is the hey, welcome to the show thing. In case you've never seen it. If you have seen it, sorry. Redundant. And then we will, I guess I was going to label, doesn't matter. This is going to be just a messy, chaotic, hot minute until this game drops, because I don't even know what's going on. Except it's time to smoke some weed. Connecting to Twitch TV /MrZeppo.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and good night to you. And welcome to the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo's almost daily variety gaming live stream show. Hosted by yours truly, the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo. Music collaboratively created between me, myself, and I, and our imaginary sidekick, DjZed. Take a tour of the many dimensions of the Zeppoverse by visiting solo.to/Mr. Zeppo. Please stand by. The live stream will commence shortly. Please be advised, this live stream channel is a cannabis-friendly zone. All viewers are recommended to be aware of their own local legislation and/or regulations about cannabis use. And always, please be of appropriate age. This is a relaxed and groovy game stream, so kick back, light 'em up if you got 'em, and brace yourselves for some relaxed and groovy game streaming. Chat interaction is welcome. Don't be shy, say hi. Let's get to it, friends. Please give a warm welcome to your host, the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo.
Greetings, salutations, welcome friends. It is 8:53, which means we are T-minus 1 hour and 11 minutes. No, that's wrong. T-minus 1 hour and 6 minutes until Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 drops the campaign early access pre-order exclusive playthrough window for those of us who pre-ordered the game. And so we're going to play a little bit of Modern Warfare 2019 real quick. And, you know, kill a little time. Right at this time, an hour from now, I'm going to end this stream right at like 9:50. I'm going to cut off this stream, take a, 7-minute break, reset up so that it's all labeled correctly. Because I want the premiere video of us playing the campaign to be labeled correctly. Super thrilled. It's been a crazy countdown. I do lament. It's not quite regretting. It's definitely not regretting. I lament ever so lightly that I didn't play more campaign episodes, more campaign missions from each of the Call of Duty and Call of Duty adjacent games. Like, I wish I'd gotten through more of the Battlefield 5 and 1, right? Like, I wish I'd played a little bit more of Just Cause 4 and 5, or 3 and 4, whichever ones that I have. It's 6 and 5 of 5 and 6 of Far Cry. But oh well, such is the case that we are where we are. This new era means that we're going to be doing a lot of Call of Duty as we cycle through everything. But we shan't, as the British might say, we shan't abandon our other favorites. For example, I really need to get back into No Man's Sky in a very serious way. And so one of the things I'm thinking of doing is designated certain days where it's like Sunday, no Call of Duty. No first-person shooters on Sunday. It's a chill... From now on, programming note, from now on, Sundays are going to be a relaxed and groovy, like, we're going to kick back, and we're going to make content and only play video games that are not Call of Duty oriented. We're going to play really pretty games that we can just go, stare at them. And wonder about, like, ooh, how did they make that? How is it so pretty? Welcome to the show, folks, where the chatbots chat like crazy in lieu of an actual audience. I'm kidding. No, I just forget to, like, tone them down. They get going in a bit of a rush. I need to tweak their settings, as is the case with almost everything, every avatar in every game that I play here. Although I've been getting really into it, I haven't been doing as much of the, we don't need this tab open, of the sort of preventative maintenance that I could be doing, sort of the background work. I haven't made new DjZed music in a hot minute, and I really should. Like, we need new DjZed music. Robot, dance, discotheque synthetica music. Something fresh, something we haven't heard. I need to write more chapters for the Wattpad profile because I'm way behind schedule on that. But we've also been building towards this moment, and I wanted to be really leaned into the gaming stream part of the collection of different content creation projects that I am juggling for your entertainment on the interwebs. Because I genuinely think that gaming community is real community. No matter how easy it is to minimize, like, all the gamer names, all the gamer tags, all the quirky, sometimes lewd, sometimes very inappropriate names, down to, like, a meaningless other people somewhere else, it doesn't matter who they are. They are real people. Right? They're all human beings, except for the ones that are obviously AI, but that's a different thing. And in this game, there's AI on purpose. So you can't complain about there being bots. Let's complain less about whether or not there are bots and calling people bots, which is fundamentally a form of dehumanizing people, which is technically just toxic behavior in general. Because as soon as you start dehumanizing others, it becomes a slippery slope of, well, how far do you dehumanize them, right? And the population of people that play a specific game, whether they realize it or like it or care about it or not, they create community. Obviously, the games themselves often celebrate community, and the people sometimes, the gamers, the players themselves, sometimes fall into that. They lean into that. They sheeple it a little bit, or they try to lead a little bit. They want to be shining stars in the community. I'm one of those people that takes the idea of all that, or that collection, that nexus of ideas of community building around gaming very seriously, because we are sparring with strangers in a competitive way that impacts everyone's emotions and physical bodies with the stress and the thrill ride of it, right? You know, and we all know the memes about punching a hole through a wall or breaking your controller or breaking the TV with a controller, and that's all sublimated behavioral modeling and like emotional negotiating, like either good habits or bad habits that we just don't address, right? And one of the key things about community isn't just about a group of consumers buying the same stuff together, right? Like, that's not what makes you a community. Although I guess it could be the rough boundaries that begin that are, if it's fertile, if it allows for some fertile soil to happen, that could allow to foster some community, sure, right? Like, we all love Call of Duty Mobile. A shout out to everybody who watches my show because of Call of Duty Mobile in particular. Hello, salutations, little salute emoji, which is the 0 and the 7. Get it? 0 and a 7 salute emoji. I love that emoji, but people look at it like, what the hell is that supposed to be? It's a little salute guy. Little salute. Little head, the 0, and a little salute hand, the 7. Okay, I digress. And I don't mean disrespect. I may have critical thoughts for like the industrial, military industrial complex in the real world, and is the video gaming complex part of it? Maybe not. I don't know, but I love these games, so fuck all. Ha ha! What was I saying? Call of Duty Mobile. Shout out. Little salute. We're not just community members together, all of us. Brothers and sisters and brothers in Cottom. If we can make that joke. Sisters and brothers in Call of Duty Mobile community. We aren't that community just because we all have a relationship with the battle pass, whether we buy it or don't buy it, whether we love it or hate it, whether we and the draws, whether we spend money on those things or don't spend money on the roulette, pretend roulette wheels of almost totally cosmetic prizes, except for when you get good blueprints. Those are pretty useful in a non-cosmetic way. But we're community because we choose to be, fundamentally, in my opinion. And that could be an absent-minded choice. That could be a brand entitlement vibe choice. Like, I love this brand. I'm a brand fan. Therefore, I am entitled to be part of this community. Or it can be like a choice we make with a more of an outward look at, a Zen looking out into the world kind of look, mentality. Like, I am a part of this community, because these are my fellow human beings, my sisters and brothers in being alive, right? And we all love this silly franchise of gaming products. To zoom it out from just Call of Duty Mobile, because the same thing applies to all of the Call of Duty community. And I know that there's a schism of sorts. There's the people who are like super excited for Call of Duty New Point oh, and people who are like, man, fuck it, it's just all a money grab and it's all pay to play and pay to win and blah blah blah. I'm like, you've made your choices, you've made your decisions. Although you were once a passionate, enthusiastic member of the community and subscriber to the brand name. Such is life. We all have our free will to choose. And I can't believe I just rambled for that long and it's only 9:04. Time slows down when you're really anticipating something, right? I think anybody who's been lucky enough to have the opportunity to have been to Disneyland as a kid, probably, unless they're the super dope, like nothing freaks them out and nothing impresses them kind of kid, probably were like really anxious and fidgety and like twitchy and couldn't sleep and woke up stupid early kind of, or because they couldn't sleep, overslept, one of the two extremes, the day of the big visit, you know, especially if there was like mid-range to long-range travel involved. That's a whole nother story. I, for one, have been being a fan of the franchise for a very long time, thinking it was super cool and competitive, and I don't know. The times that I've played it, usually on other people's devices and other people's accounts, was like, wow, this is the best of this modality. This is the best of this genre, in my opinion. No offense to all the other games, some of which I have, some of which I love, and some of which I really appreciate for their own unique qualities. But I never could play any of them on my own machine, you know, under my own account name, for all the different reasons. I self-defeatistly rejected the Xbox after sort of failing to adapt to the controllers. The very first Xbox came out, and I got one for myself, and I you know, like, I got it, and I really wanted it, and I was really excited about different games for it, and there was hardly any games for it when it first came out. There was literally like maybe 11 games available, period. Of course, that immediately changed. I don't remember how many games were available for the Xbox when it first came out, but it didn't seem like a lot. Now there's like too many games. If you include all the backwards compatible games, the historical games, and acknowledge that there's plenty of games that didn't make it into the inclusion of that backwards compatibility phenomena, there's too many games in the world to even ever begin to think about playing them all and experiencing, you know, their qualities of storytelling. But here we are, come full circle, and I finally have a device, and I finally have the time and the opportunity to play them all. And it just so happens, here I thought I was gonna join the community really late, right, and have to like spend the next 5 years. I was having flashbacks to when I joined Eve, which I spent a lot of time second guessing. I was like, oh, Eve is awesome, but it's huge, and it's got literally like a 10 to 15 year experience point learning curve before you can unlock certain things. Like, you literally have to be sitting around playing this game for 15 years before you got to this like max level stuff, which I get, like, spreading it out, but that's insane. That's radically different than something, you know, like the hustle of like grind to the end of this battle pass in, you know, in a month and a half or however long, you know, 90 days, 40 days, 60 days. If you play more than one game, it's next to impossible. Well, not if you have like a life and a day job, and you like more than one of these games, then you're never gonna ever, you know, have time to do any of it. I'm, by some, I guess you could say, good fortune in the situation where I have the free time, for lack of a better way of putting it. And I can't play them all, right? Like, I couldn't play them all, not without my brains melting and my back hurting. But here we are, very excitedly counting down the minutes. Jeez, it's only 9:09. Let's play some gaming. That'll change it. That'll help. Let's get over here. We're very excited. In a few minutes, the world will change. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me finish what I was thinking. DjZed, a little dramatic. Look, put that background music back on. But tune it down. It's always a little too loud. There we go. Just a little bit in the background. Just split the difference there. Okay, I guess we'll try that. All right, so to finish my thought, not only am I here now, and it's kind of a great moment to join the community because it's sort of reached a new moment of attenuation. And attenuation is when like the audience, and it doesn't matter whether the audience is gathered all together in a space like a theater or a sports coliseum, or the audience is at home watching your product or consuming your product individually. Attenuation is when the collective group that you call the audience like harnesses all of their attention and really focuses in. This is one of those moments. The community of people that love/hate Call of Duty, and I don't know how many people that is. There's definitely, I've noticed those memes that call out the fact that like the community used to be a little bit more day-to-day thrivingly popular, or popular and thriving. I don't know if you've ever seen the memes that there's a meme that goes around that makes the circuit. I'll see it get reposted. What does it say? It's two pictures, and it's like it's a screen grab of someone's computer screen or console monitor, and I don't know which game, but I presumably, now this could be fake. Presumably, it's a Call of Duty game, and it's some sort of loading screen where it shows you like the server population or the online population, the active members that are logged in and online playing the game population, whatever you would call that, active online population. And in the 2010 or I guess it's 2010 or 2009 or whatever year it is they picture, it's in like the hundreds of thousands of people, like 200,000, 300,000, something like that, I think. I wish I had it in front of me. Did I save that meme? I might actually be able to pull this up. Hang on. I might have this sitting right near the top of my harvested meme collection. That's the wrong button to have opened up, friend. We need to open up this button. Let me bring this around over here so I'm not just like staring off into the distance. Oh yeah, I had this beautiful moment, and I can't wait to like post this on social media. I don't know if my camera will focus on that. Focus on my hand. Anyways, you can tell what it is. It's that image we recreated yesterday. But what am I looking for? Oh yeah, the year-to-year comparison. Live pop comparison. Did I screen grab and or save that meme? Question mark. I thought I did, and I thought it would be like relatively right around here somewhere. Not like too far back. But I'm also totally not seeing it. Also, my eyes are like, fuck you, dude. It's like too early in the morning o'clock to be looking at this many screens this up close for this tight of focus. I know it's not, but it can't be any further back than when I took the picture of the butterfly. Like, it wasn't that long ago that I saw this meme and saved it. Oh, there's a different meme that says, it's got the movie poster for Avatar, the blue people, Save the Planet movie, and Modern Warfare 2, 2009. And then, they're in one box, and then the result box is global recession. And then the one below says, And apparently there's a new Avatar, or they're re-releasing Avatar, or they're pulling out a sequel, or both. But there's a totally different Avatar. It's the same sort of picture of Avatar, but it's also differently lit, and it looks like they're underwater instead of in the dark. But Avatar, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and it's 2022, global recession, which is harsh. Shut the fuck up with that, you guys. Don't manifest it. Don't make it happen. It's one of the things that people don't, even spiritual people, like they don't stop to think that like, oh, I'm voting for that with my mind. By fearing it, by worrying about it, by thinking, oh, the bad guys must be doing this, even if they're not. I'm voting for through my imagination to believe that it is the case, and that's even worse than it actually happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm talking about that now. Here, what's that got to do with video games? I don't know. I don't even remember what I'm looking for. Oh, the meme about the server populations. I would have thought it would have been like right up here. There's like game headlines. Somebody has gotten a write-up saying that the Farah 83 in Warzone Season 5 should be meta, and it isn't for some reason. Oh, gaming culture. Such a crazy, weird, wild, fascinating place of people and minds discussing things together. And that's what I'm here for, was my point. It's an honor for me as a gamer. It's an honor and a pleasure and a joy and a weird, fun, quirky thing to be able to be part of a game's active community, or casual, sometimes active community, but have been there since day one. Like, even if I don't play very much, I'll always be proud of the fact, like, I pre-installed Apex Legends Mobile and was there day one when it launched and played, you know? Like, I'm going to be proud for the rest of my adult life in a dumb, nerdy gaming way. And I hope you fellow gaming nerds out there can vibe with me. Like, I'll always be a little like, yeah, I played the open beta. I didn't make it to level 30. I should have, but I was like burnt out from the last weekend of gaming too much. That's why I took it easy this week. I didn't want to be all burnt out on gaming and playing story mode. Well, I guess I don't have this freaking meme right here. I could have sworn I thought I did. But it's like, oh wait, is this it? No, that's a news article about something else. Gosh darn it, where's the hell's all my memes go when I save them? I don't know what the fuck that was about. Modern Warfare 2 official early access. This guy, how is this guy already playing it?
I mean, like I said in the video, the AI.
No, he's not already playing it. He's just, hey, look, my live stream show is live streaming too. Look, guys, I'm live on the interwebs. I showed up on a thing. It's live, and I'm like, there's other people talking about Warzone. I'm watching me, showing me the thing about, did you see that? That's hilarious to me. Oh, the internet. We live, the future is now. We live in the future. And by the way, different meme, but for all those people out there bitching and moaning about how we don't have flying cars, shocking news report, we actually do. You just haven't been paying attention, and you sure as hell didn't do your due diligence research before you reposted that garbage meme. There are indeed working flying pod vehicles that qualify as cars and little mini drone planes. They're just stupid expensive, and you've never heard of them because they don't market to you because you can't afford them. They literally only market to the millionaires and billionaires that can afford a like $300,000 thing, okay? And you're not going to see them zipping around all over the place because there's restrictions on where they can and cannot fly drive. But they exist, and they're trying to break open the $20,000 market. Asian sandwich. I hope you understand and appreciate the offer, but follow for follow is literally against the end user license agreement. But yeah, let's go MW2. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. But if you should read your own your end user license agreement for Twitch, because on Twitch I don't know about YouTube. I don't know about, or you're on Mob Crush or that other one. But for Twitch, follow for follow is like, don't do it, bro. It's like not allowed. Yeah, no, for sure. I say that all the time. Nobody reads those. Whenever I have to click on them in a game when I'm doing a first impression review, I stop and talk about how we never read these. But yeah, but that's one of the ones where, like, I don't know. I bumped into enough people that are like, we shouldn't do this, you guys. It's literally against most of the rules. America! And also, I've heard that some people get like, oh, yeah, you're not gonna. I look like a Viking, thanks. And no, I'm not pro-Trump, so maybe you don't want to follow me because I openly criticize Trump as part of my content creation. In fact, it's everywhere. Ban him? I don't think we should ban him. I just don't think he just should be president. I don't like Biden either. I really wish there was somebody cool. Like better. Cool is the worst possible word I could have chosen. Oh, thanks. I love you too, man. I love humanity. I really wish there was someone more authentic, maybe a little younger. Not necessarily, not Kanye, bro. Not Kanye, friend. Kanye's like losing his grip on like what is real and what is not real. Okay, are you disagreeing with everything I say to be like chill? Because that's ludicrous. Lil Wayne. Yeah, well, that's true. You gotta have everybody. You gotta look at both sides of everything for everybody. And I try to avoid hating anything. I don't hate Trump, right? Like I just can't support. I'm just never gonna support him. Do I support Black Lives Matter? I support minority people of all kinds because I'm a minority. Like I may look really, really fuck ass white. Like I look white AF, but I was born in another country and I had a green card and I had, white people hate me and I had brown people hate me. So, are you hating me because I support minorities? Are you a white supremacist? Get out. You're canceled. If you're a white supremacist, you can get the fuck out of my stream. You can ban yourself. Okay. Well, like it says on my moderation stuff about chat, like I'm not interested in talking about any of that, right? Like if you're here to be racist, like I will report that shit, and you can deal with getting banned from all the platforms. I'm here to play video games and have fun. Okay, cool. Well then, rock on. I apologize if I misunderstood or whatever. I'm a Latinx foreigner with a green card that people assume is super cracker white, and I kind of hate that. Like white people who are really racist will walk right up to me and pretend, yes, I'm super excited for Modern Warfare 2. I'm a total like noob to Xbox, so I'm excited and I'm gonna suck, and I'm just gonna like grind at learning how to be better at it. But that's the whole journey of my live stream. Yeah, life is a funny place like that, isn't it? Life is funny and complicated. And the one thing I think is that like gaming is at a strange place because it literally, I was just talking about it earlier. We can build community, right? And people from all over the place can gather around specifically because of gaming. And you can make friends from around the world and from around your own country and from all over your own state and you can discover people from in your own city, right? Like in your own neighborhood, you can make new friends. What is my favorite Call of Duty all time? That's the thing. I'm an old school gamer that never got to play Call of Duty. Like I was just talking about this, and I talked about this all the time. But you just welcome to the show. I'm so new. I don't know. I don't have a favorite right now. Maybe the one I perform the best on, the one I have the best statistics, like the one I have the best like win ratio is Call of Duty Mobile. And people will laugh, but like I nerded out about that one months ago before I got really, really serious about playing on the Xbox. In part, here in a nutshell, let me review. I've been playing video games since the Apple IIgs came out. That's before AOL existed, okay? So you probably weren't even born, unless you're older than me, which is unlikely. I've been playing video games for a very, very long time. But there's like a group of games, including Xbox games, platform games in general, that I missed out on. Because even though, I mean, my earliest gaming platforms were the Atari 2600 and the Apple IIgs. Then I had one of the first Nintendos with the gray box and the open flap, whatever that number was. It was Nintendo, the Atari 2600 and the Nintendo 64. I had the Nintendo 64. I had the one before the Nintendo 64. And then the Xbox, the first Xbox came out, and I like gave up. I was like, I didn't like controllers. Like I couldn't play the games. And I just needed to like sit down for like 9 months or 9 days or 9 weeks or whatever. That's my magic formula. It's like try something for 9 days and then try to do 9 weeks and then, push through to 9 months and you'll be good at it. Whatever it is. You don't know how to ride a bicycle? Try to do 9 minutes a day for 9 days of trying to get on the bike and learn how to balance. You'll get over it. Next thing you know, 9 months later, you're going to be a pro. As long as you do it every day, you can face it, confront it, So that's literally the journey I'm on right now. I have not played Call of Duty games at all. I've wanted to since they first started coming out. I wanted to be Call of Duty. I've hung out with friends who love Call of Duty and watched them play and played a little bit and sucked. And so I'm literally right now, today years old, I've been playing, right now, as of today, I have been playing this Xbox Series X for maybe 5-6 months, maybe 7 months, maybe a year. I forget. But I've only been playing I've owned it for about a year. I kind of ignored it for about 4 or 5 months because of stuff. And then I've been playing for a little while there, I was just playing Call of Duty Mobile. So technically the answer to your question is Call of Duty Mobile. But I think as of today, I'm going to have to officially say that my favorite Call of Duty game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I don't know. Here's my trajectory to over talk. I probably bored you. You've probably left. I talk too much for live streamers. I think people want a lot of viewers complain that some streamers don't talk at all and they just sit there and game and they don't say hi. I talk too much. If you ask me a question, I will derail everything and talk for like 20 minutes. But that's who I am, bro. Okay, my brothers and sisters in gaming enthusiasm. That's what we are. My fellow community members of gaming addicts, especially Modern Warfare 2. I'm gonna stop now. I was gonna play some Modern Warfare 1. It's almost 9:30. And then we had some new friend come in and chat us up. If you're still there, I'm sorry if my answer got boring, but I'm a weird old guy. I'm gonna put you over here real quick. I need to stop yelling at the camera because A, I don't need to yell. It's a very sensitive camera. B, I don't even think the music is set up very high, so I don't need to be that loud on the camera. I didn't make tea, damn it. All right, friends, it's 9:29. We're 30 minutes away from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 pre-launch early access campaign preview will unlock for us, and we will play it. And you're hanging out with me. I am supposed to be playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, which is right here. Let's get into it. Alright, you guys have the Xbox. Am I gonna do that thing? I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna turn the Xbox sound off there. And I'm gonna turn off DjZed. Sorry, DjZed, I just like cut you off. Oh, that wasn't even DjZed, it was freaking, what's his name? That was Lonely Wolf. Thanks, Lonely Wolf. Your tracks are now stuck on my list, and every time I want to play my stuff, they end up playing too. Lonely Wolf's a buddy of mine. Okay, I don't know how horrible this sounds to you guys, but I don't want to get a headache yet. So instead of pumping the Xbox sound through the OBS system over the, I'm just gonna let the webcam capture the video game sound along with my voice as I play a match or two to distract me from so I can play without wearing a headset, right? And not get a headache. And we're gonna kill a little time. Update required. Restarting. Dope. Let's talk about some crazy news. Crazy news I've heard. And I've heard this from multiple sources and multiple headlines, so don't sue me. I'm not trying to infringe anyone's rights. I'm talking the water cooler talk. During the beta, and even before the open beta, but like leading all the way up till right now, until whenever the report was released, Activision has identified and blocked some absurd amount of cheater accounts that were attempts to hack into the game in one way or another, right? Hack the servers, hack the gameplay, hack the ability to play the game, hack the ability to win it. Something new I've heard, and I need to go back and like rewatch this video, because that does come from one particular source, and I don't remember, and I haven't verified it. But according to this one dude's claim, this amateur citizen rumor monger journalist of a live streamer or whatever, a YouTuber. He claims that there's a group somewhere, and I forget where, that claims to have developed a way to hack, like a new complete and total hack. And I think it's for PC, and that it's going to cause all kinds of problems. So that might be old news, though. That might be the old news that caused the apparent surge in known cheating, or reported cheating, rather, in Warzone. I want to see real quick. It doesn't show that I own it yet. It does show over on the one I bought it from. Okay, so the one cool thing update is that, like, because I've changed it over here, it loads wicked faster, which is pretty awesome. It kind of sucks that I have to put it on the internal drive because it's such a huge game. It's one of the bigger games, and it really, like, reduces the number of other Xbox Series X games, and it's technically not a Series X enhanced game. It does work better if it's on the internal drive, apparently. Not today, but sometime in the near future, I'm going to move Modern Warfare 1 back over to the external drive, and we'll test and find out whether or not it was just glitchy for some other reason, and now it's gotten patched, and maybe it had nothing to do with, because I know that this game's gotten some update recently, and I was like, huh, curious, an update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare? This late into the, we're all waiting for Modern Warfare 2, so that's cool. Maybe that's what's fixed it, and not the fact that I've moved it. It's been a long time since I played it. We'll find out. I don't want to sit through the wait time of moving it now. It'll be way too long. But we will move it back, maybe day after tomorrow or something, after we've gotten our fill of playing the very first few bits. Maybe we'll move it later tonight. I don't know. Maybe tonight, after I stop streaming, I'll move Modern Warfare back over, just to test to see if it plays sexier because of that update, not because of which drive it's on. We'll find out. Let's get into a match. Let's go do ground war. Ba-da-ba-bum. Alright, friends. I'm hoping this sounds okay for you guys in terms of the pickup on the game effects and the game music, and that it doesn't sound like, does it sync up okay? Or does it look really bad? Or do you even care? I'm trying to find this, like, optimum setup for me that isn't too horrible for you guys. And are there free bundles? I wouldn't be surprised if today of all days there was like, here's a couple free bundles to celebrate. Oh, okay, let's get back over here. Exciting! It's 9:36! I think we'll only have time for one match, and then we're gonna have to sign off. Whoa, that's super loud. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was gonna be that loud. That was too loud for me on these beautiful, awesome speakers. Let's go. I don't have time to toke. Whoa. I have no idea what's going on this map. I've never seen this map before. Whoa! Aw, they killed me. Also, apparently, I can't use my... I have the weird fun gun skin, but I don't have my pilot. Oh! See, that's just like a generic soldier guy. That isn't my girly girl. And I really wanted it to be my girly biker girl. Da 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 da. This will be a fun warm up. Oh God! That's the thing about these giant arenas. They're crazy huge. Oof. Brutal. I really look forward to discovering what multiplayer. Ah, so scary. Oh, brutal. I was reloading and I shouldn't have been. I could have just shot him. Of course, he lit me on fire. Oh, it sucks. I'm sad I don't have my character. Oh. Whoa. Brutal. I don't like this gun, but I wish I could change it from. How come that trophy system didn't fucking help me? Oh, this guy with a ninja sword. I love it. Oh, look at that. We won. How fun. Okay, friends. I'm gonna bounce out of this game, bro, because dude, look what time it is. Look at 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 what time it is. It's almost time. I really like this game and this map being here. It reminds me of one of the setups and loadouts and the way they do it. Oh, I unlocked some shit. What the fuck was that? I've got to figure out where that freaking turtle thing is. What do we got going on over here in operators? Something's new. What's new in Coalition? I love that I got the ghosts unlocked up in here. Although, no, back out. Leave this lobby. Whew, I don't want to get into the game. I want to poke around here a little bit. Oh, cool. I've got an unlock. Kitties. I'm so sad that for whatever reasons, I'm only doing these two geometric shapes now. I don't know what they mean, and I hope they don't mean something horrible. God forbid these mean something horrible. I don't want them to mean something horrible. I want them to mean nothing. I want them to just be like fun shapes. You know, like I really don't like the lollipop dude. Like, what is that? That to me feels like it means something more horrible than these this star shape and this bar and triangle. But pray for me that they don't mean something horrible. Okay. Is there any way to make this not? Bullet velocity, lash. Well, we'll do that. Now then. Ooh. I think we're gonna replace the muzzle guard. Fuck it. Oh, what is this? Make a burst gun? Burst fire toggle. How do I toggle it? How do I toggle that off without unloading the perk? Or do I have another perk? That would be more fun. Nope. It's the only perk I've got. Oh, there. Well, we'll deal with it. We'll learn how to deal with it. Anyways, we're gonna bounce, friends, because it's almost time. I'm gonna shut down the stream because I want to make sure that the name and the title and the category for the stream of us actually visiting or actually launching the new campaign is all labeled correctly. Okay, so I'll be gone for a hot minute, but I'll be right back in time to like be ready in anticipation. Hopefully nothing like a disastrous internet problem or something happens between now and then. Fingers crossed everything goes smoothly, and we'll see you in just a bit. I'm going to back out of this game. All right, friends. We'll be back in just a bit. Thanks for being here.